What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I got a requested video that I'm looking forward to recording and sharing with you guys. So today's video is all about the Fly Night X. Today's video is all about the Fly Night. Today we're going to be going over the Fly SuperLace X black boxing gloves, 14 ounce. I've been using them for the past 3 months now, and I mentioned in the video that I put up when I actually bought them that I was going to do a review video, and here it is. So we're going to review the gloves, we're going to go over the benefits, the negatives, if there is any. There's one or two, but we'll go over them in the second half of the video. Firstly, let's go over the benefits and just take a look at the gloves. So here are the gloves, 14 ounce, as you can see they're slick, very nice design, very clean. Simple. You've got the laces here, and you can see they're quite a small glove, to be fair. I mean, they feel very small when you box with them compared to some 16 ounce gloves that I used, 16 ounce ringside gloves. These feel like the guard is a lot smaller when you're using these, but you know, at the same time you can be a lot more aggressive when wearing these, get through smaller gaps, and yeah, just box more aggressively, come forward more aggressively, throw bigger combos with these on. So I honestly love these gloves, to be honest with you, and they're so comfortable. The lace up just gives you that extra protection on your wrist compared to strap up gloves. They're very comfortable. They've got like a bar on the inside here, not sure if you can see, that you actually grip with your hand. So I just put my hand in there so you can see them on the wrist. They come up quite high on your wrist, they come up like quite high on your forearm, which is good. Obviously more protection. Obviously this gets pulled tight, and you don't really see your skin like that. I mean, you got wraps on anyway, so you wouldn't see that. I've got black wraps as well, so yeah, it's all in one. But yeah, man, these gloves, they're just so comfortable. Even when they're not done up, they're still quite tight. Like they're just quality, to be honest with you. You can see across the middle there, you got like a little bar to hold. I don't know what it is. It's just like a hard bit in the glove that you can kind of hold. I'm pretty sure all gloves have got them, to be fair. But very comfortable, very slick design. So just looking at the glove here on Fly's website, the SuperLace X, it's listed at £187.50, which is obviously quite expensive. This is synthetic leather as well, so it's not even the true leather, but I mean the synthetic leather is super good quality. So they come in 10 ounce, 12 ounce, 14 ounce, 16, 18 and 20 ounce, and they come in different colors as well. You got white, which is super clean, black, which ones I got, you got red if that's your thing, you got green and gold, which is a bit of a strange color, but you know, I've seen a guy in the gym with the green and gold set. Here's the set and it looks pretty good. Okay, so you got silver and black, you got gold and black, black and a luminous green, you got orange, white and orange, you got a red, white and blue kind of style, Captain America looking kind of don. Oh, you got the freshest color of all time. I've not seen these in real life, but I see them drop these recently, and this is right up my street. I'll be real, like this grey with the white trim, it looks unbelievable. Like it just looks so nice, man. And if I was to get another pair of gloves, it would be them, 100%. Sorry guys, got a little call there, but as I was saying, these are one of the freshest pair of boxing gloves I have ever seen, and this is the kit for them. So you got the cheek pad headgear, the Fly Night X, you got the Super Bar X, so that's the bar, nose bar. You got these we're looking at are obviously the lace gloves, but then you got the strap, the Velcro strap, you got the groin guard there. So yeah, man, these are, if I was gonna get another pair of gloves, it would 100% be these in this color. Probably be, I don't know, man, the strap, the laces just look so nice. I think it'd have to be the laces again, even though they're a bit of a pain in the ass. But yeah, moving on. The black with the gold trim. So these are pretty clean as well. You got the set here, which I'll show you guys. So there are the different color combinations. you can get your initials put on for a small loan of £25. Add up to 5 letters. You can change your font, change your font color, and then they come in 10 ounce, 12 ounce, 14 ounce, 16 ounce, and 18 ounce. So what is the benefit of these gloves, you may ask? I personally think it's the protection. One thing that they come quite far down your wrist, down your forearm, and they give you a lot of protection from injuring your wrist. I think the design is clean and I really like the way they look. I think that when you wear them, you just feel the part. Like when you've got your gloves on, you've got a black outfit on or whatever, you know, like you got to look the part to be the part. And when you got these gloves on, you feel the part. So that's good. I think it's just like a mental thing, maybe a psychological thing that makes me box better, I don't know. But I feel good when I got these gloves on. I feel like I can box well. The material is very good quality, very high quality. Although these are the synthetic leather version and the full leather version is available. Actually, let's check how much the full leather version are. I mean, you could get real crazy and just go drop 950 quid on a pair of Muhammad Ali gloves, but we're not going to do that today. For example, these are the Super Loop, so they're like the strap version rather than the lace-ups, and this is the real leather version, £420. So it's a lot of money, but at the same time, you buy these and you're not going to need a new pair of gloves probably for a long old time. Like they'll last, I think normal gloves probably last about 2 years depending on how much you're using them. My ringside gloves, they lasted 2 years and I used them pretty much almost every day. Maybe 1 rest day a week, 2 rest days a week at max, but 99% of the time 1 rest day a week for 2 years straight. I was just wearing them every day, just, you know, smashing them out, sparring, bag work, pad work, everything. And they lasted 2 years. And they're still right now, but they're starting to get tiny little rips like along the thumb and certain areas, but they're still fine to use at the moment. It's just that they're 16 ounces and now I've got these 14 ounce fly gloves. Obviously I'd rather spar in them. And obviously I had my fight recently and I knew I was fighting in 14 ounce gloves. So I wanted to wear 14 ounce gloves everywhere I went just to get used to them and get used to the speed difference and the different angles, different gaps, etc. So yeah, since I've had the fly gloves, I haven't used the ringside gloves much, only every now and then to use for bag work. But yeah, I mean, with a pair of proper leather gloves, I expect them to last 5 to 10 years. That's at a guess, I'll be real. But if you're paying £420 for a pair of gloves, I mean, you want them to be lasting. I think, for example, let's look at the lace-up versions. They're actually cheaper. So the lace-up ones, let's show you. Okay, so another pair of fresh lace-ups. You got the SuperLace Lightning, they're £400, but then you got like the SuperLace Oxblood, £385. SuperLace White and Gold, so they're just the same ones of what I've got basically in white and gold. Let's see, yeah, so you got the different colours there, £385, and that's proper leather. Like I said, you won't be needing a new pair of gloves for a while once you purchase these kind of ones. I still expect the gloves that I've got to last a good 2 to 3 years, but we'll see. I mean, I'm not actually boxing as much right now. I'm more in the gym trying to put a bit of size back on after my fight because I lost a lot of weight. Not a lot of weight, but I lost weight and I got skinny. So now I'm bulking, just eating everything in sight and putting weight back on. I'm only boxing once or twice a week, if that. So yeah, I'm not boxing as much at the moment, so obviously they're going to last, but we'll see how it goes and I'll keep you guys updated. One thing that is important that you guys need to know is when you buy really anything new, like gloves, boots, headgear, anything that you really buy new, you have to break it in. So I'm sure there's like some sort of guide, like you have to do a certain amount of minutes or a certain amount of rounds on a bag, like 50 rounds or 40 rounds on a bag before gloves are properly broken in. But you can feel when they're broken in. Like when you first put the gloves on, they're going to be little bit uncomfortable. They might be a little bit tight. They might give you a little bit of pain in your hands, but you will eventually break them in. Definitely use the bag to do that. Use bag work to break them in. The heavy bag will be probably best to break them in initially. But yeah, after a while, they start to mold to your hand. They start to feel better, and they stop giving you, they stop giving you pain in your hand when you're punching. Me personally, I still get a little bit of pain in the hand, and they're generally quite tight. These lace gloves. So they definitely need breaking in. I wouldn't recommend sparring with them straight away unless you're really trying to hurt your sparring opponent, because they will hurt when when you've got the gloves brand new, you haven't broken them in yet. So I would suggest using the bag, even if you do 10 rounds on the bag first or 20 rounds on the bag first. At least they're broken in a little bit, and kind of let your hands go to soften up that material a little bit. Lastly, touching on value for money, I think they are a little bit expensive, and it really depends what sort of box you are. Like, I've been boxing for 3, 4 years, and I want to get myself a nice pair of gloves, so that's why I got them. But obviously, there's cheaper gloves out there that do the same thing. There's cheaper gloves out there, and there might be more cost-effective gloves out there in terms of, lower cost but better quality, or lower cost. But I mean, Fly is one of the top boxing brands, so you can't get much better than Fly. Even the synthetic gloves are very high quality, as I mentioned. So, there are good brands out there like Rival, even Ringside's an alright brand. I mean, there are up and coming brands like Venom, not Venom. I mean, Venom's also a good brand. Venom, yeah, Venom are a good brand as well, a good cost-effective brand because they're not too dear, but you still get good quality products from them. So there are brands out there. It really depends what you're like. It really depends your position and who you are as a boxer at the moment. If you're starting off, I'd probably suggest to go for something a bit cheaper like Ringside or Venom. And then, if you're in the middle, you're kind of up and coming, you're enjoying boxing, and you're looking for a new pair of gloves, maybe look at the Fly gloves, maybe look at the Rival gloves. So it's really up to you, to be honest. It's really user preference. But I personally give these gloves a 10 out of 10. I love them. I can't really say too much bad about them. I definitely would suggest getting them, and I definitely would suggest getting yourself a pair of lace-up gloves. That's the only negative actually that I would say about them. So the lace-up gloves, they can be a bit of a pain in the ass, but generally if you're training in a gym, there's always people in the gym to help you put your gloves on, whether it's the staff or friends or just people in the gym that are free. You can quickly ask. It only takes 2 seconds to do, maybe 2 minutes, but it only takes 2 minutes to do, and once it's done, it's done. And then, at the end of your session, you've got to say to them, oh, can you just undo this glove? Once they undo one and get your hand out, you can undo the other one and you're good to go. So, but it can be a bit of a pain in the arse if you're like looking to do a quick session, you're looking to go in there and just blast the bag for half an hour or whatever. Which is why it's always good to have the strap version on hand at any point in time. So I always keep my my Velcro, just the straps with me, and take them to the gym in my bag if I need them. And maybe one day I think I want to give my hands a bit of a break, so I'm going to use the strap gloves, which are 16 ounce, or maybe I'm thinking I'm sparring today, so I'm just going to get my hands wrapped and get the gloves all tied up, ready for sparring, use them on the bag and then spar with them after. So that's the only real negative I can say about the glove, which is it can be a pain doing them up, but it's not too sad. And most of the time when you're in the gym, I mean, there's always someone in there, so it's never like no one can do my gloves up for me. There's always someone. So yeah, that's the only negative I can say. Other than that, I'll give them, let's say 9.5 out of 10 then, because there's one very small negative, but even 9.9 out of 10, man, I definitely would recommend. So guys, that's the review for the Fly SuperLace X boxing gloves. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any further questions, please let me know and leave them down in the comments below. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you. PS, we'll have the boots, Adidas Box Hog boots, and the Fly Night X headgear review up very soon, so stay tuned. Thank you.